Hey there, welcome back to another episode of Learning English with Celebrities. Today we are learning English with none other than Bollywood's iconic actress Kareena Kapoor Khan. Now, Kareena is not just known for her powerhouse performances, but also for her bold, confident communication style in her interviews and her public appearances. Whether she is witty, emotional, or brutally honest, her choice of words is always impactful and natural. One question that some of you want to ask me is that why learn English collocations from interviews? Celebrity interviews often reflect real, spontaneous, and everyday English, the kind that native speakers actually use. Now, these celebrities are generally so exposed to talking with, interacting with native English speakers while giving their interviews that these collocations start coming to them very naturally. And when you hear these natural expressions, these emotional phrases used in very fluent structures, you pick them up quickly, something that textbooks don't teach you. And when you learn through context, especially through real interviews of your favorite celebrities, you remember it longer and use it better. Welcome to Fluency Goals. I'm Mandeep. Before I begin this lesson, I want to humbly request you to subscribe to this channel and share this lesson with as many friends of yours as you can. Now let's begin our learning.
I just said they just asked me at backstage that what I have to say about you. Of course, it's I would say it on your face. I think that what you have also done for the media and
Thank you.
for I think journalism in general, I think that is just too powerful. To be in your company, I think is a great honor. Say it on your face. I think say it on your face. I think
To say it to someone's face. Say it to someone's face. When you express your opinion or your criticism directly to someone without hiding it or talking behind their back, then you are saying it to their face. I respect people who say things to my face, not behind my back. You should have said it to her face instead of texting it. Moving on.
I never really cared about what people thought.
Yeah.
But I guess in today's day and age, there's always that in behind your mind, because today everybody's like you said, giving their take. Today's day and age, there's always that in today's day and age, there's always that in
In today's day and age, in today's day and age, this simply means when you want to say that whatever we are talking about, it has a reference in current modern times. So it refers to the present times that we are living in. In today's day and age, being online is a necessity, isn't it? Privacy is rare in today's day and age. Moving on.
because I didn't like I never really cared about what people thought.
Yeah.
But I guess in today's day and age, there's always that in behind your mind, because today everybody's like you said, giving their take. But yeah, I mean, I'm comfortable in my own skin. I want to do what I want to do, and that's exactly the way it's going to be. But yeah, I mean, I'm comfortable in my own skin. But yeah, I mean, I'm comfortable in my own skin.
To be comfortable in your own skin. To be comfortable in your own skin. When you're comfortable in your own skin, you mean to say that you accept yourself the way you are without any shame or any insecurity. Often people with low confidence or adolescents who are just venturing into adulthood, they don't feel comfortable in their own skin because they have so many insecurities attached to their appearances. He is finally comfortable in his own skin after years of therapy. Celebrities often struggle to be comfortable in their own skin due to public appearances or public pressure. Moving on,
Crying that I don't want to go, and I hated my parents, and I left crying because I didn't want to leave.
That's right. That's the
So,
usual sort of journey
yeah,
in
so
boarding
that came
school,
a full
right?
circle.
In
So
boarding
that came a
school,
full
right?
circle.
come a full circle. Come a full circle. When something comes to full circle, that means the situation or the experience it has evolved and returned to the same point where it began. Often, when it returns to the same point where it began, it comes with a new perspective or a change. Their journey as co stars has come full circle. It feels like my life has come full circle now. From a learner to a teacher, life has come a full circle.
Someone there in your child's room, because back home, I mean, in Mumbai, you never really hear. I mean, of course, whether it's in America, you hear of breakouts, break-ins, burglaries. Because back home, I mean, in Mumbai,
Back home. When you say back home in conversations in reference to some experience, some situation, you are referring to your native place or the place where you hail from, where you come from. I'm looking forward to some rest back home. That means when I am at my place of my comfort, I'm looking forward to getting some rest. Back home, we never locked our doors. Moving on.
I think we've still not kind of come to terms 100%, I would say. At least I haven't, because of, just the fear.
Yeah.
Come to terms 100%. Come to terms 100%.
Come to terms. To come to terms. Often come to terms with something. You use the preposition with here. When you start accepting something difficult that is unpleasant or very emotional or mentally challenging for you, then you are coming to terms with it. He came to terms with the breakup eventually. So breakup is something that is emotionally challenging for a person to accept. So coming to terms with the breakup means you have accepted it finally. It's hard to come to terms with failure. Moving on.
So it's been a tough journey to maneuver from fear and anxiety to kind of been a tough journey to maneuver.
A tough journey to maneuver. A tough journey to maneuver. Now, maneuver means to handle, to manipulate. So when some journey, here the journey is the journey of life that is difficult to navigate because it's challenging emotionally, mentally, or physically. Losing a parent is a tough journey to maneuver emotionally. So emotionally, it becomes really difficult to take on this journey where you lose your parent. Becoming a single mother was a tough journey to maneuver. Moving on.
Balancing the fact that I am a mother and I'm also a wife, because at the same time, my husband did get stabbed. Balancing the fact. Use it with the preposition that. Balancing the fact that. When you're trying to manage two or more conflicting truths or realities, so some opinions, truths that are completely opposite to each other, the realities that are completely opposite to each other, then you are balancing that fact. She's balancing the fact that she is a star and a full-time mother. Often it becomes difficult for new mothers to balance this fact that they are professionally active as well as tending to their newborn. Balancing the fact that he is my boss and a friend is quite tricky. So here you see the ideas are so opposing. One, that the boss is your friend, and another, that it's your boss. I'm balancing the fact that I want freedom and stability. Can you give me any other example of balancing the fact where you find two opposing ideas or realities which are difficult to balance? Moving on. But as a person, of course, it's kind of shaken me to the core. But I mean that it's happened, and I have to kind of move with it. It's kind of shaken me to the core. It's kind of shaken me to the core.
Shaken to the core. Shaken to the core. When you are shaken to the core, that means that you are deeply affected, disturbed, or shocked by something, maybe because it is emotionally very intense. So, some experience, some incident that is very intense emotionally, that often shakes you to the core. The betrayal shook her to the core. I was shaken to the core after the accident. Moving on.
Any child or any husband or any father or any unit and family should ever see what they had to. I mean, it's truly been an uphill task. An uphill task.
An uphill task. An uphill task. So, any task or any job that is very difficult and very challenging and it requires a great effort from your side is an uphill task. Learning a new language can be an uphill task. Convincing him was an uphill task. So that was all about learning advanced collocations with Kareena Kapoor Khan. If you have really liked this lesson, then please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share this video lesson with as many people as possible so that it reaches a wider audience. I'll see you next time with another lesson. Till then, happy learning.